Every freelancer obsesses over finding clients, but they skip this strategy that does the heavy lifting for them. I'm talking about group networking, joining communities full of people who can help you grow your business. Group networking was one of the biggest growth levers for my business, and in this video, I'm showing you how to leverage it so you can get clients, get referrals, and stop over-relying on gig sites and cold outreach, all without changing out of your sweatpants. This is part of my realistic and stable approach to freelancing. If you want more tips on how to build a business that generates reliable income, you can follow along by watching the playlist on my homepage. Imagine walking into a room full of hundreds or even thousands of your ideal clients. That's what group networking allows you to do, and thanks to the magic of the internet, you can do it with whatever device you're watching this on right now. By joining the right online communities, you can make the kind of connections that actually help your business grow. The key is knowing where to show up and how to participate, so you're known as an expert and not just another no-face name in the group. Let's break down exactly how to do that. So where can you find these communities? The first place that I always recommend starting is Facebook groups. Reddit is another option. Now, I don't personally have experience finding clients on Reddit, but I know some people who do, and I've poked around on there a bit and it seems pretty interesting. LinkedIn groups are another option, but I'll say they seem to have pretty low participation, so I wouldn't bank on LinkedIn groups as part of your main group networking strategy. The fourth option is private groups, and these are usually a membership, and this might be on Facebook or it might be on a separate platform. Before you get involved in any group, you need to understand who you're talking to. There are two types of groups that you can join: client groups, which are groups full of your ideal clients, and peer groups, groups of other experts. I recommend joining both types of groups so that you can stay connected to your ideal clients and get support and referrals from other freelancers. Let me show you what that looks like on Facebook. Let's say I specialize in SEO, search engine optimization. If I'm looking for peer groups, I might search for terms like SEO freelancers or SEO experts. But for client groups, I'd flip the script. So instead of looking for SEO terminology, I would look for the kind of groups where I know there's going to be a concentration of my ideal clients, like e-commerce store owners or local business owners. These groups are filled with business owners who know they need help but don't know where to start. So the big question is, once you find a group to join, what do you do in them? Because if you just join, it's not like people are just going to flock to you. You have to participate. That's why I like to follow a simple playbook. When you first join a group, start by observing. Take an hour or so to scroll through all of the posts, see what people are talking about, and see what types of questions seem to come up again and again. This will give you a clear picture of how to add value in the group. You should also read the group rules or guidelines so that you can make sure that you don't accidentally break any rules. For example, some groups don't allow any self-promotion, or if they do, there's certain rules around it. So just make sure that you understand all that so that you don't end up getting kicked out of the group. Next, you're going to start engaging. When you see someone ask a question, answer it clearly and generously. You want to show your expertise as much as possible and do this without linking to your services or expecting anything in return. This builds trust and gets people curious about you. Another great way to showcase your expertise is to share a resource. When you share a resource, it should be something that will make life easier for your ideal client. Something that will help them understand things better or get them a quick win. This could be as simple as sharing some industry news or just posting a quick tip about how they can do something more efficiently in their business. But this is also a great opportunity to share more of your expertise and give them something tangible that will help them remember you. If you have a checklist or a template or a framework that you know your ideal clients will find helpful, turn it into a PDF in Canva or even just a Google Doc so that you can share it easily in the group. When you are generous with your knowledge and your expertise, you are definitely going to start building relationships, and that is the whole goal of being in these groups. And as those relationships grow, there will come a time where it is natural to move the conversation out of the public group over to a DM or a discovery call or an email. So be looking for opportunities where you've added some value value and it seems like you could be doing more, but the group isn't necessarily the best way to continue having that conversation. The freelancers who get the best results from groups are the ones who show up consistently. Even answering one question a week or engaging for 20 minutes a week really goes a long way in building your authority over time. I see this all the time in groups where someone will ask a question and then someone will say, oh, so-and-so seems to be the expert in that, and they'll tag them. And that's basically like a mini referral. Like you just got directed to the expert who can help you, and you want to be that expert. So in order to stick in people's brains like that, you just have to keep showing up consistently. And that's how groups start turning into clients without ever feeling pushy. When it comes to peer groups, they are a little bit different because you can certainly ask questions and get a little more support. But keep in mind that you should still be looking for ways to add value. Public peer groups like Facebook groups can be a great way to connect with other freelancers in your niche and get some quick answers. But I quickly learned that those spaces can get pretty noisy and they aren't really designed to help you get from point A to point B. When I was serious about becoming a copywriter, I got my biggest wins inside a community that was designed to help me reach that goal. That's why when I was thinking about the best way to help other freelancers grow their business, I knew that another free-for-all group was not going to be the answer. I wanted to build a container that was specifically designed to help you build a stable and profitable freelance business way faster than you ever could on your own. And that's what the Freelance Freedom Accelerator is all about. If you are ready to get the support you need and actually move the needle and grow your business, you can join the waitlist now. I'll leave the link down in the description. Group networking is a powerful growth lever for your business because it gets you in front of your ideal clients faster. But once you start attracting clients, you need to look like the right person for the job. When you combine networking with a personal brand, you have a strategy for growing your business without wasting your time on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. You can get support as you grow your personal brand inside the accelerator, but you don't have to wait to get started. I created this video that walks you through the step-by-step of building a personal brand as a freelancer so you can take action right now. Remember, every week you wait is a week that you could have been growing.